Hey guys, welcome into my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram under that girl Tam. If you'd like to book a personal reading, details in the description box below. Although it's probably easier to reach me on Twitter because I'm usually on Twitter like all day in between readings. First, I'm going to look at the Divine Feminine collective. If you resonate with this, awesome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Feminines. I like what I see here on the board. So, bottom of the deck. 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Done with this mental bullshit. Ready for your new beginnings. The universe is gifting you with new opportunities. New opportunities and the clarity to move forward. I feel as though you could still be harboring some sad feelings, disappointment that things did not work out the way that you anticipated them to. They didn't go as planned. It just didn't pan out, right? The thing is that while you're disappointed about the things in the past that didn't work out, you still have an opportunity in front of you that is completely viable and completely available to you. And this Ace of Swords tells me that you're either going to get the clarity or you have the clarity now to cut out things that no longer serve you, as with this Queen of Swords energy, or just having the wherewithal to move on. Okay? Heart of the matter is 7 of Cups, confusion, disillusion, or being, I don't even want to say like being caught up in like this fantasy. And it could be, you know, there's a lot of people who are really caught up in that whole twin flame fantasy. And the thing is, the thing that you need to understand is not all twin flames are of a romantic nature. It's not meant for, the whole purpose of twin flames is not for you to hook up and get you a boo. That's not what it's about. And twin flames are not always romantically connected. So there's that. So there's some of you that may still be kind of caught up in that, you know, fluff of what you think the twin flame journey is about, and you may feel as though it doesn't make any sense to you. You're not really sure. Oh, I hate when I do that, when I scratch my hair and messes it up. Anywho, the thing is that if you've got all these decisions in front of you, this card has been coming up a lot for me this week. Everything that's in front of you is in terms of options. They're not all good for you. They're not all for you. They're not meant for you. And you have to use this energy and this energy to be discerning and make the decisions that you need to make. You need to know what it is that you're choosing. Don't go for the thing based on aesthetics. Don't choose based on what this thing can do for you or what this person can do for you, because that shit never works out. It will never work out in your favor. Trust me on that. Because you turn it into a karmic situation. These are cups. This is about emotion. So when you make your choice, because this is about a choice, this is having all these options and having choices and stuff in front of you. Yes, having choices. Choose the one that your heart calls you to. Not because of what you think it's going to do for you, or because it looks good, or because it looks good to other people, like because other people think it's... You choose based on what's in your heart, and you choose because you love it. That's what you want, right? Because I see the indecision. I see you not making the decisions that you need to make, or you were once in a space of indecision, not really understanding or knowing which way to go. I do see where you're no longer living in the past. You're wanting to be very present. You could even be thinking about considering a move, starting a new thing, having a new creative idea. There could be some fear in terms of You could be afraid to make a choice because what you want is this 10 of Cups. What you want is the happy, the ultimate happiness, right? But you could be afraid to make the choice because you're afraid that it's going to end up being the same toxic cycle that you've been in. This is going to require you to strategize how you move. Because I see that you've been working on your stability. You're looking good. Feminines are looking damn good in terms of their abundance and where they are as far as being grounded and, you know, in control of their lives. Like, I feel like that's the energy I'm carrying. I'm very much in control of my life. I'm very much grounded, very much stable, able to create things on my own, able to facilitate my own stability. Again, with the choices, needing to make a decision between two things or two people that you're emotionally invested in, not connected, invested in. These are two people or two situations that you have spent a lot of time cultivating and developing ties to. This is a deep soul tie. There's a mutual love here. This could be definitely with your counterpart and or a secondary person outside of that. But I see the birth of new opportunities. You could be going back and forth in your head. I got a lot of that. You could be going back and forth, trying to yeah, all of these are tied to the decision, wanting to, because the Page of Wands for me is similar to Fool energy, where it's like just taking a leap of faith and moving, just go, you know. But because it's still attached to a lot of decision, there are some of you that are still kind of stuck in a space of indecision. Going back and forth. If I choose, what if I do this? What if I do that? How about if I do it this way? How about if I do it that way? But I definitely see the masculines wanting to bring, there's energy here of, there's two things here going on. There's energy of reconciliation. Please do not confuse reconciliation with reunion. For me, reconciliation is more about squashing our beef, moving on. Whether that is moving on into a new cycle with the person or just moving on. That's okay too. Reunion is getting back together. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a resurrecting of a situation. There is reconciliation energy here. And even when this comes towards you, I feel like it may cause you to withdraw while you figure out if this is something that you even want to entertain. But I do see somebody wanting to come forward, wanting to have an honest conversation, wanting to bring forth some truth and clarity with this very small offer. Could very well be an apology. What I see for feminines, stand your ground. I feel like you're almost in the defensive mode. Like, you're like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any phone calls. I'm not doing anything. So if there's something that needs to be done, it needs to come from you, because I'm doing nothing. And that's the appropriate action. Do nothing. You are closing out a cycle. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to work on your stability. Continue to stay in control of your situation. Focus on getting your coins up. This may not necessarily be a time for you to be all emotional, because even with these two cards here, if this was just your embodiment of the energy, because I'm not going to talk about them as people, but if this is your embodiment of the energy, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, you're very well aware of how you feel. Very well aware of how you feel. May not be showing it, but you're very well aware of how you feel about this situation. And yes, it could be storming outside, but you're the vision of peace. You're like, I'm not even worried about it. I said what I said. Right? Let's look at, before we jump over to the other side. Before we jump to the other side. Divine Feminines, what needs to change right now? What needs to change within the Divine Feminine's life right now? Divine Feminine Collective, what needs to change? What needs to change right now, Divine Feminine? Get out your damn feelings. Get out your damn feelings about this. Stop. Because while you may be feeling upset that things didn't work out in the past, you're still focused on these cups over here that are spilled. There's still an opportunity, whether it's with that person or somebody else. But if this is you, your person, you're masculine. This is your masculine. So while you're over here boo-hooing over this right here, this should be water under the bridge. Your masculine's over here like, hey, I'm drowning. You're not focused on that. Some of you are still focused on the past. If you're juggling, again, because I had a lot of 2s on the last board, if you're still juggling or if you're still feeling as though you're trying to balance between 2 situations, live your life. Do not focus on the resurrection of this relationship, of this divine partnership. Stop focusing on that. All right. What could you be doing differently? What could the feminines be doing differently? Trust in the divine. Shit, I can't even make this stuff up. As it relates to this person from your past, use your intuition. Allow your intuition to guide you. Yes, there are things that are going on behind the scenes. Yes, there are. But everything that's happening right now is destined and fated, and I feel like you could be adding more pressure to the situation by focusing on it a little too hard. Something difficult that you need to face. Something difficult that the feminines need to face. Snap. The difficult thing you need to face? Yo, using your discernment, because I see an offer. There's an offer, yeah, coming towards you. But I feel like the difficult thing that you're going to have to face is walking away from it. Turning it down, or just walking away from past conflict. Like you're just, but it's having the clarity, like you understand, knowing what you need to cut out. You understand. And it may not be forever. Like when I say things like, things ending, or, and with every ending comes a new beginning. It doesn't necessarily mean new beginning with someone else. It doesn't necessarily mean new beginning with that person. It's just a new beginning. You can't start a new cycle until you finish up the old one. Could be with that same person. Could be with somebody else. Whole new beginning. And the thing is that you have to detach from the outcome. That's a whole part of manifestation. It's not about manifesting the perfect partner. It's not about manifesting your twin back into your life. It's about manifesting your whole fucking life, like getting your life together. Why are you focused on somebody else and their damn journey when you need to be focused on your own, right? When you turn the focus back on yourself, I guarantee you, if you haven't already done so, I would like to think that most of the divine feminines, particularly on my wave, like I've been doing this for like 2 years now. So anybody that had like a really rough 2016, really rough 2018 and 2019, we're all in the same wave. At this stage, you should be standing in your power, standing in your confidence, building up, I got chills, building up your damn coins. Ain't nobody thinking about this divine masculine. You go on with your bad self. When you get your shit together, holla at me. Until then, I'm good. And if you don't come back around and I'll never talk to you again, that's okay too. You have to get to that point. All right, what's the lesson? What's the lesson? Child, make your decision, because there's victory in... Like literally. Close out the cycle. Make the decision that you know you need to make. Choose yourself. Because you still come out winning, baby. We close out the cycle and we come out winning. Choose yourself. All right. What's blocking you? What's blocking the feminines right now? Indecision. Child. Indecision, forward movement, and the willingness to stop living in the past. You're still caught in the past. Some of you are still very much caught in the past. I don't know which wave I'm talking to because it ain't me. But some of you are still really caught in the past. Could even be waiting on something, or waiting on somebody to return. Even that. Stop. There is a level of indecision still here, and I feel like you just haven't, some of you haven't completely let go of the past, whether that's the resentment or the hurt. I will tell you that it does take some time getting past the resentment. Takes a lot of time to get past the resentment. I can't tell you, there are no tips. I can't give you any tips on how to overcome resentment and anger. And it's like, you start to slowly let things go, right? And even when I thought that I had healed and I was like, I'm not mad anymore. But anytime somebody, I mean, for those of you who followed me on Twitter for a while now, anytime somebody says something bad about Pisces, I use this one gif where it's like somebody getting thrown in the trash can. Because I'm like, ain't nobody got use for no kind of Pisces man. And it took a long time for me to move out of that energy, because every single time I thought about it, it immediately irked my nerves. And it's not so much that I'm angry, it's just the lack of accountability that kind of irks me out. You know, it's like, I own my shit because I know where I fucked up. I know where my behavior was, you know, a little, I've moved past that. But I also acknowledged it as well. You know, hey, this was me at my worst, and I'm sorry because this is how I was behaving. And when I pointed out like, hey, but you act like blah, 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 there was no acknowledgement. Sorry, not sorry. All right. What can you expect next? What can feminines expect next? What's up for the divine? Ah! Try one more. So there's a new opportunity for love. I like that. A new opportunity for love and union. Whose mind are you changing? I like this deck, by the way. Because I feel as though this is us. These are the feminines trying to get this masculine to understand, see things from a different perspective. And you may still be needing to do that. I don't want to participate in that at all. I'm not changing anybody's mind. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Go with it. But when the hangman is present, I usually tell people, look at the situation and scenario from an observer's perspective and not as a participant. Because when you're in it, you can only see what's right in front of you. If you wanted to look behind you, you'd have to turn around and look behind you, like physically turn around and look behind you. If you rise above and look down at the matter, then you can see how all the moving parts work. You see their role, you see your role, and you have a better perspective of the whole picture. And it's possible that, you know, masculines are stuck. I haven't gotten to their spread, but it's possible the masculines are stuck, very much rooted in their ego, stuck in only seeing their perspective, wallowing in their own pity from their own perspective. Yeah. But there's a new opportunity here. I love it. Okay. So moving right along, let's look at our masculines, see what's going on. Divine Masculine Collective. And there are a lot of women who identify as Divine Masculine. So don't get caught up in gender. Don't get caught up in, you know, there's so much information out there about the twin flame journey. It's funny. Even some of my favorite readers are kind of like, I don't even want to talk about twin flames just because it's so not relevant to, it's not relevant to my life anymore. As I have found union within. I don't need anybody else to validate who the hell I am or what the hell I'm doing. And not on that, you know, strong black woman stuff like, you know, I don't need no man. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm just saying I have the ability, literally, to create what it is that I want for my life. I have created the life that I want for myself. Why and how? Because one, I don't care what other people think. I don't care if people judge me based on what I'm doing. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, on my terms. And I'm doing just that. Get like me. All right. Let's look at these Divine Masculines. See what's going on with Divine Masculine Collective in the separation. I will say the Emperor and the Empress were on my board as well. So there's a lot of, yeah. Yeah. All right. One more shuffle. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess, overarching energies, Knight of Wands. I have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here. So they they want to come in. It's a lot of like, this is a lot of the energy that I've been getting. It's a lot of, I want to do it, but I'm not really going to do it, or I'm not moving fast enough, or I'm just not moving. It's like slow and fast, wanting to come forward, really having the drive and initiative to want to do it, but not actually doing it. Because there's love here. We know that, right? Definitely a cycle. You guys, this is you guys, like I'm not in it. There's definitely a cycle that's coming to a close. I feel as though masculines, whether they have been in some kind of toxic relationship, some kind of codependent situation, they could be some kind of addiction, could be drinking, could be, you know, workaholism, could be a number of things. Hell, the addiction could be you. I feel as though they're coming out of that energy, maybe now finally seeing things from a different perspective. definitely on a, they have been in a stagnant energy of not doing anything. Oh shit. Okay, well, I've got counterparts on the board again. So there is a new opportunity for love here. I see where the heart of the reading is a Six of Swords. So they, and not just any kind of Six of Swords, because she's holding a wand. So she's, the masculine energy is definitely wanting to move away from the old drama, the old cycle, the old pain and heartache from the past. Wanting to move out of that energy, knowing that they need to make a decision. I feel they've been in this indecisive energy for a really long time. There may have been a love offer that was previously rejected. Or there was maybe an failed attempt love offer, like something didn't jump off, left them feeling very abandoned. They feel the separation. They feel the separation. They feel it. I see where they want to come in and make an offer for some type of stability. There is fast incoming communication. I feel that they have also may have reached out to other people, seeking advice on, like how to move forward with you in particular. Seeking advice from other people that may have experienced the same thing. This also talks about wanting to come forward to build on a foundation that's already in existence. I feel that they've been really spending time on working on themselves, building their own stability. I feel as though they realize that this is a cycle that has been ongoing, and they want to close the cycle out. They want to close the cycle out as well, just as much as we do. The lessons have been learned. They're ready to move. They're ready for a new beginning. I see where somebody walks away from the situation and is no longer emotionally fulfilling. And this very well could be your, like for me, this is more about your energy. I feel like this is after you walked away, like they were in a space of indecision. So you walked away and you're like, okay, well, I'll make your choice easier. I'm taking my opportunity for newness, and I'm moving along. And I might even be going into seclusion. I feel that there's no conversation, there's no communication going on between you, but it's not because they don't want to, okay? They too may have several options in front of them, or they feel as though you may have several options in front of you. They see your stability. They see you as, obviously, their wifey material. They see that you're stable and okay without them. And I feel like they're trying to muster up some courage. There's a waiting element. They may even be waiting for you to reach out. I've actually gotten that a few times. So here's the thing. This is funny to me because this is true for my situation. So they feel left out in the cold, right? And I think a lot of, for the most part, especially like if you're on the same wave as me, you're not even tripping off of them anymore. You're like, if you come around, cool. If you don't, fine. I'm okay with that too. But this is them feeling left out in the cold. I don't even think that they realize that if they just opened their eyes and communicated, there's really not a lot separating you. It's the lack of communication. Because the love is there, obviously. Two of Cups. You are their child. Two of Cups, 10 of Cups. Okay, now I do want to point out, I do have a lot of 3 cards. There could be third-party energy here. They may still have a situation. You could be in a situation. And I say that because even though there is this mutual love between you, this 10 of Cups card has 3 people in it. I actually noticed this a few, like maybe 2 months ago when I was pulling these cards, and I was like, yo, there's 3 people in here. So this, and it lined up with the things that I was saying during my readings right after the Scorpio full moon. It's about, and with Venus going into retrograde, about looking at relationships in a new way, thinking outside of the box. Now, I'm not saying y'all got to go off and be, you know, polyamorous or whatever, or be in an open relationship. That ain't for everybody. However, for some situations, this is like having everything that you want. You have the love of your life, your person, right? And access to, or the availability of, another person. I mean, take that however it resonates. Just, there's 3 people in this card. There's 3 people in that card. And maybe this would, actually there's one man and 2 women. Playa. Dude, I don't care. I'm a whole ass married woman. I don't give a shit what you do. Yeah, there definitely ends of cycles. I feel as though there's a certain clarity. Yeah, and there too in the same energy of, do I stay or do I go? Because they've been experiencing nightmares and all the, you know that 9 of Swords energy, nightmares, playing shit over and over in your head, needing to make a decision of, do I stay or do I go? There again, drinking. There could be some alcohol addiction that they're struggling with. There's some kind of addiction that they could be struggling with and trying to walk away from. This is about divine timing. And maybe there's something for them. Yeah, divine timing towards union. They're trying to make this happen. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So if you're still watching, where are we at? 32 minutes. Let's look at what needs to change in their lives. Because not all masculines are men. Okay. All right. Masculine, divine masculine, what needs to change in their lives right now? Divine masculines and separation. What needs to change right now? What needs to change in divine masculine's lives right now? What needs to change? Whoa. We take all 3 of these, 4 of these. Stop. I'm sorry. I just heard really loud. Stop spying. Stop spying and speak up. Get out of your head. Divine masculines, if you're watching this, stop spying. Stop spying. Move. I don't mean like move away. I mean move. Move. Do something. Because if there's an apology that needs to happen or some type of expression that you need to make, you need to do it. Get out of your head. What could they be doing? No, I'm not taking all of those. What could they be doing differently? Divine masculines, what could they be doing differently? What could they be doing differently? What could they be doing differently? So I feel as though there's a conversation that needs to be had. It's going to spark some conflict. It will spark an argument. It will be petty. But it needs to happen in order to blow up the situation as it stands. The Tower card here, you need to blow it up. Speak up, say what you gotta say, get that shit over with. So what if you have an argument? So what if you get into a disagreement? So what? I get that you don't want to be in conflict anymore. But the thing is that there's no movement here. Something difficult the masculines need to face. This is going to be for a very specific few. This is not going to be for everybody. I shouldn't even have to mention the reading is general in nature anyway. And because we're all on different waves, it may not resonate for everyone. If I'm speaking to divine masculines, if you are struggling with alcohol addiction, if you are struggling with the drinking, the thing that you need to face is grounding yourself, because right now the energy here is very, it's telling me that you may be focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on getting yourself grounded. And if there's something that you need to do, if there's something that you need to move forward, then move forward. Like all of these cards are just telling me like, I'm scared, I don't want to move forward. I'm scared, I want to stay stuck in this energy. I'm scared, I'm scared. That's what this is all saying to me. What's the lesson here? What's the lesson for divine masculines? Well, somebody needs to take initiative, learn how to take initiative. End the cycle of lies. Speak your truth. Have the balls to put the burdens down. Stop the lies. Speak up. There's a theme here. You get that? What's blocking you? What's blocking the masculines? Damn. The devil, the death card, and 4 of Swords. This is what's blocking you? Your attachment to this, and I'm getting, again, I want to say addiction, ego, jealousy, needing to allow this to transform so that you can heal. Because these right here are gnarly. Okay, what can you expect next? That's why they haven't come forward. They're not done healing. Not all of them, at least not this batch. Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, Six of Wands. So they're feeling anxious, having nightmares, anxieties about coming forward with this offer. But if you do it, you got the Six of Wands. Like, get out of your head. Shit, the bottom of the deck is, oh, yeah. Judgment card. The resurrection of a whole new situation. Bringing it back. All right, let's look at the oracles before we wrap this up. Let's get a couple of these Romance Angels cards. I think I might retire this deck because, yeah. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. No kidding. Wedding. This situation involves marriage, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. All right. Messages from your counterpart. Messages from your counterpart. I'm in a much better headspace now. I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. I'm a better person because of you. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. It's easier just to stay away right now. You are an angel. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Oh, shit. I'm more affected than you know. I've thought a lot about you lately. You feel like home to me. Our connection still affects me. How nice. Whoa. All right. This is a good reading. 44 minutes? Yo. All right. Unfinished symphony. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is the time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so the symphony can finally end on a high note. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so that you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Amen. And happy. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. You find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment. For you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of you being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. There are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself like bees to honey. Love it. All right, my lovelies, that has been your reading for the Twin Flame Collective. If you'd like a reading that is more aligned with your personal situation, all of my info is in the description box below. I appreciate your time and your support, most of all. I also am going to be rolling out my website soon. Oh, you know what? Let's do truth deck before we wrap up. This is the truth deck. I actually have two of these, and I've put them together, separated by numbers, and put them all together. I'm going to read these to you to decipher them and interpret them as they relate to your situation. Time to forgive. We'll get back together. Friendship. Secrets. Show more respect. Autumn. They are checking your social media. Communication coming. Wandering eye. Better perspective. Exciting news. Alignment. Yes. All right, my lovelies. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a very safe holiday. I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't celebrating 4th of July, but if you are, for whatever reason, please be safe. Take care, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I'll do another follow-up reading like somewhere mid-July. I'm getting ready to roll out my website, and I'm also going to be doing some tarot classes. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for your patronage. Thank you for hanging with me for almost 50 minutes. Take care. See you guys next time. Bye.